Mentioned we were talking about the extension of this tornado warning out of Pickens County, now beginning to enter the northernmost part of Tuscaloosa County. We were just walking through these cities before the tornado warning was even issued. Said, hey, go ahead and good piece of advice. Let's go ahead and get to our safe place. So I hope everyone's practicing that right now. We're looking at those wind speeds in excess of 50, 60, 70 miles per hour in some spots. So area of rotation that we can see back here. Let's put our shear rate back on there. So this is a really good indicator of where the strength of the storm is. You want to look for these dark colors right in the middle. So this kind of dark maroon or burgundy that you see there, this is moving through Gordo and Fairview, and this is going to be moving towards Lubhub, Ecola, Brownsville, on into Samantha, Wyndham Springs, and Wiley. So we want to make sure that you are getting to your safe place. Let's put on the storm relative velocity, and we can watch for that couplet, because the couplet's going to be the very important part of this puzzle. See where that bright green is right there? That bright green is really where those very intense winds are. And see how it's circulating back? So that means that the wind is wrapping back around here, and that's what's producing the rotation. So this is where the kind of the strongest, the fiercest part of that storm is, as it's tracking towards Lubhub, down towards Fairview, and again moving towards Ecola, Brownsville, Moores Bridge, Shirley, on towards Samantha, Gorgas, Sandtown. And this storm system right now is moving fast. It's moving at about 65 miles per hour, and that doesn't include the wind speeds associated with it. And you can see on our Storm Team Tower Cam, I do want to show you, so we've got our Tuscaloosa camera there. We've got it double boxed in here. What I want to break down with that, it's facing due north. At this point, you can see Bryant-Denny Stadium there, and it's kind of north-northwest. The sky is growing increasingly dark, but what we can see is a really definitive base on those clouds there. So we're looking at this storm system that's in North Tuscaloosa. So our camera's down here in Tuscaloosa, but the storm is up here in Tuscaloosa County. And so we've got this our camera down to the south looking to the north. And so what we're going to do is Griffin is going to pan the sky for us. And so what we're going to do is take that camera, and we're really going to pan and show you, look at the intensity of that rain. Did you notice how the sky, you could see the base of the cloud, and it immediately changed to look just like a wall of dark clouds? That's the intense rainfall. That's what we're talking about with these storms. You're not going to see these classic features as you're far away from this storm system. Notice in Tuscaloosa, pretty quiet though, and then we can continue panning the sky. And this is on top of the hospital there in Tuscaloosa. So at some point we are going to interact with some buildings, but for the time being, until we do that, we can kind of just pan. So there's the building there. Okay, so we'll... Okay, and oh, actually, yeah, look at the bottom of your screen. Griffin brings up a great point. It may not be raining very heavy down there, but the wind is really picking up in Tuscaloosa. That's also indicative of this low-level jet. So that low-level jet really stimulates the atmosphere. That's one of those keys that we're looking at right now, and that's what's pumping in. That's what increased those numbers to 78 degrees in Tuscaloosa. So keep that in mind, too. So again, we're looking at that wind velocity. We have some new information that just came in from our chat. So let me see. So we are getting some reports of some damage. A few trees were blown down in Sumter County. Okay, so just a couple of trees down west of Pickensville at Pickensville Lake. Power is out, but power is on in some spots. So we're seeing some spots here and there. Okay, let's go back here. So it doesn't look like anything major at this point, but we are starting to get some reports of those trees down in some areas. Let's go back to our shear tracker, or shear rate there. So this again, it really kind of it brings really the intensity down. So this was kind of like the past. So you kind of look back at what all that wind is. That will just continue as it moves into northwest Tuscaloosa County. So we look at a lot of these products to really kind of give you enough tools in your toolbox to make better decisions for you and your family. That's our biggest goal here. So again, we're looking at the curvature here. This is going to be tracking off into Brownsville at this time. All right, just for a quick glance, let's put reflectivity back on. The reason I want to mention that, I've been talking about how rain wrapped these storms are, but what we're starting to know is these are starting to make some bowing features. But notice on the front side, it's just a lot of rain. It's messy, it's rainy. These are not your classic features. Now, I would say in this, there could be a small little V-notch here near Arcola in Brownsville. That could be feeding the storm in the updraft here, and then that's what's wrapping back around. It's a fairly broad area of rotation. We're not necessarily seeing that like single pixels of greens and red coming together when we look at our relative velocity, our storm relative velocity, but what we are noticing on our reflectivity. So this is looking at the rainfall and very heavy rain, and likely where we're seeing some of those purples, there could be some small hail falling in this storm. I'm not sure if we can put our hail tracker on. I'm not sure it showed anything the last time. This isn't going to be producing very large hail. There you go. See some purple on your screen. That means there is the likelihood that there's some small hail, maybe pea-sized hail that's developed from the city of Bell up through Fairview and just outside of Lub Hub there. So keep that in mind. These storms are capable of producing a little bit of hail. We're not seeing large hailstones with this right now. All right, see the curvature right now? So this is our relative velocity that we're looking at. So this velocity product is really basically showing us winds that are coming towards and winds that are going away from a radar. And anytime that the reds and the green mix on your screen, that means the atmosphere is rotating. We can also use this to identify speed of storms and speed of wind. So this velocity right now moving at about 70 miles per hour. So that means the winds are howling as this is moving outside of Lub Hub. Now we're beginning to get into Tuscaloosa County there. Now beginning to move just to the north of Brownsville. So keep that in mind. This is going to be tracking towards Samantha, Binion Hills, Wyndham Springs. There's a lot of activity going on right here. So if you live along Highway 43, if you live on 43 outside of really along Samantha, so here's Highway 43. You can see a marker on your screen there, but this white line, it comes down through Tuscaloosa. This is going to be Highway 43. So if you live along Highway 43, basically from Samantha all the way to Berry, I would go ahead and get into your safe place, because what we're knowing, this Boeing is really starting to take a lot more curvature. That means there's a lot more energy in this particular storm. So as we track this out, again, moving at about 60 to 65 miles per hour, here's some cities that will be impacted by this storm. We have cities, Wiley in about 18 minutes, down to Browntown in 25 minutes. Keep in mind the 10-minute window for the communities, Montgomery Lakes, Gorgas, Samantha. Get to your safe place right now for this particular storm system. Keep in mind that we are going to be dealing with a lot of heavy rainfall, as mentioned before. Looking at our Tuscaloosa tower cam, we can see kind of on the leading edge, kind of the clouds closest to the screen there. They look bright white. The sun is actually reflecting off of that. That's what's appearing white. Then back in the distance, it looks very dark and gray. That is a wall of rain. That's not just clouds. That is a wall of rain that we're seeing there in Tuscaloosa County. But again, that camera is sitting in Tuscaloosa, just really inside on top of the university there, on top of the hospital. But it's looking due north at this storm system moving through the northern part of the county. So this is going to be a very active situation for folks in northern Tuscaloosa County from Brownsville. And now you've got just a few minutes before this gets to you. I mean, it's on top of you right now. And then Samantha, your time is now under 10 minutes. You've got less than 10 minutes to get to your safe place. If you live in Wiley, you have a little bit more time. If you have time to phone a friend to get somewhere that you feel is the safest you can be. But remember, if you're at home and you live in a sturdy home that was built, has a foundation, whether it has a basement or not, and you get to the lowest floor, do that. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Just stay away from windows. Make sure to go over that checklist, grab some tennis shoes, grab a helmet, make sure that you have some protective gear. You always want to protect your head, and you always want to make sure you have shoes on in the event that there is any damage and that you need to walk out of your safe place and you don't step on any of that debris. So shoes are great, helmet's great. All right, here's a look at this. Look at this bright green here. I'm curious at the velocity there, because that could be indicative of some pretty strong winds. So look at that 60, 70 mile per hour winds. That's incredible. All right, so what we're noticing here is that wrapping back around, we've got we definitely have rotation. This is broad, but we definitely have rotation there as we make our way into Tuscaloosa County. And this is going to be moving off to the north and east from Gorgas down to Samantha, Binion Heights, and then you've got Wyndham Springs and Wiley. So anywhere along Highway 43 from Berry down to Binion Heights, go ahead and get to your safe place right now. This storm is on top of Brownville as we speak. So and then Wyndham Springs, from Wiley to Wyndham Springs. This is going to be Highway 69, and this basically goes right back down towards 43, connects, and then continues to drop south into Tuscaloosa. City of Tuscaloosa, you are not under a warning right now. Again, that's kind of at the bottom of your screen. You can see that there. I-20, this is all north of I-20 right now, but the next stop that this is going to make as it tracks off to the east, this is going to be crossing Holt Lake. So then this will emerge over towards part of North Johns, really. So if you live in North Johns, you might want to go ahead and start practicing some of those safety plans right now, especially north of McCalla, so city of Hueytown, Fairfield. You may want to go ahead and start activating your plan. Just know that this is getting close to you as we speak. All right, let's put reflectivity back on. We can get a good look at the rainfall. Okay, now this actually has a better V-notch here. We can actually see a much more well-defined V-notch. So as we look at this, the winds are coming in, and so that's what's producing this updraft that we see here as the winds are kind of billowing up. It's building up this thunderstorm. The thunderstorms are growing. And maybe, Nate, when you're ready in just a minute, take a 3D slice and we can toss over to you when you're ready and we can see how tall these storms are. Nate showed us a great picture a minute ago of just how tall these storms are, and that also creates the likelihood of seeing some more hailstones, but also developmentally, the bigger these storms, that just means a lot of energy goes into building these storms, which can then produce a bit of rotation. So we've got that inflow coming in, it's rotating on the backside there, and that's again where we would see that rotation. So Gorgas, get to your safe place, Samantha, Brownsville, and that's exactly where that rotation is lining up with our wind velocity. And if we'll put our shear rate back on there real quick, we can get a good idea of how, look at this, and it's still maintaining, and actually that red is getting a little bit brighter, and so when we look at that brighter red, that starts to get more into that very extreme category. So now we're moving out of weak wind to stronger wind. Now keep in mind, weak wind doesn't necessarily mean it's not a big deal. Weak wind is just meaning it's weak on the scale once we start picking up significant wind speeds. So we could still be looking at 30 and 40 mile per hour winds even in the weak category, but we could be looking at 50 plus mile per hour winds when we talk about strong, up to 70, 80 mile per hour. And then once we start to get into extreme, it could be 100 plus mile per hour winds. But keep in mind, as we start to see these brighter reds here, that's starting to bleed over a little bit from that strong to extreme category. So this is going to be a very big wind event. We're double boxed now with our Marion County Storm Team Tower cam. Rain is falling there in Marion County, where we did have a severe thunderstorm warning a little bit earlier. But now what we're looking at is our severe wind. Now let's do this really quick. Let's look at our correlation coefficient, or our debris tracker. So our debris tracker is indicating not a whole lot right here, but what we could see over, there's just a couple of spots that have just a little bit of, maybe there's something, but there's nothing hugely that's jumping out right now. So that's actually good news. We don't necessarily want to look for that. Although, well, there was something to the north.
Scroll up to Fayette County.
Yeah.
That's where they're reporting a TDS earlier, just about 5 minutes ago. John DeBlock talked about a TDS.
Right there.
Yeah, there it is right there.
So, okay, let's zoom into that. So that's near Ashcraft Corner. That's going to be along County Road 12 and State Route 159. This is near Newtonville. Okay, so just to the west of Newtonville, there's Newtonville on your screen, and this is just to the west there. Let's put our wind velocity on really quick so we can see. A lot of times our debris tracker may be a scan behind because it's picking up on something that already happened. It's throwing something up in the atmosphere. So now we're starting to see even some rotation there. So I'm telling you, these storms today are picking up, are starting, look at that. That's even more well defined. So this is heading towards Newtonville. I would go ahead and get into your safe place. Yeah, let's talk about this because, again, there are multiple areas of rotation embedded in these big storms. These are not just necessarily singular thunderstorms. These are large, broad areas where multiple areas of rotation can form. So this is what makes these situations a little bit more dangerous. All right, so this is near Newtonville heading towards Concord and then on to New Lexington. This will be just to the north of Moores Bridge and just to the east of Palmetto. Palmetto, you're clear. Ashcraft Corner, you're good now. This storm is tracking due east at this time. All right, so that's going to be moving due east. So let's go ahead and pick back up on our, let's look at our shear rate really quick, just because I want to see how the winds are. It is picking up on some stronger winds here, but maybe not to the severity in Pickens County, but we are still dealing with quite a bit of rain. And then if we look at our, I know that we were looking at our rotation there, our shear marker, but it looked like the shear marker was kind of picking up on what was happening in Pickens County, which is still very much where we need to focus. But keep in mind, I think this in Ashcraft Corner could be development of something. In the last scan, it did look like it weakened, but that looks like it kind of broadened just a bit. But there's definitely something in the atmosphere there. So again, that's going to be over towards Newtonville. And keep in mind, with these storms, they have the possibility of creating these kind of impulses or these pulses of energy where we can likely see some of this area of rotation developing. So folks need to just be on the ready today. And notice it's just a lot of wind, a lot of rain associated with that. And that's going to be just outside of Highway 171 there. And if you live on, and that's coming out of Fayette, but that shear marker is pretty much right on the county line, Fayette County and Tuscaloosa County. So if you live anywhere basically from Fayette to Samantha, please watch out. This is our Fayette County Storm Team Tower Cam. It's down there looking at City Hall, and it's in downtown Fayette. And a lot of rain is falling in downtown Fayette right now. You can tell on our radar here, significant rainfall across West Alabama, and this is racing into Walker County, even the far northwestern part of Jefferson County. Here's Nate with some more information.